Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Fimbulvetr. I'm your host, the Gold Crow, and I will be your DM GM for this evening. With me, I have four of my wonderful friends with me. Um, I think one of which, or maybe all of them, will tell us what happened last time on our little campaign here. So take it away.
Yeah, so last time we had more or less the aftermath of bringing back Apollo. We talked to uh, a bunch a bunch of people. I can't remember if this was the everyone's upset about Ivy punching Ezak and walking away, or if this was the reveal. Ivy punched Ezak and walked away. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was the aftermath. We cliffhangered on Ivy punch. Well, we cliffhangered on Ivy leaving, and then we started off with like asking Jameson of the details, where he'd said Ivy basically slashed Izak and then flew off. Izak was looking like, oh, it's just another scratch.
Even though he has a giant gash in him.
Yeah, just a small scratch, giant gash. And the dragons were naturally like sus, entirely suspicious of Ivy, whereas Snowcrow are like, no, she's probably like doing something, we just don't know what.
Yeah, and Sinbad continued his learning experiments with Melinda. Currently, the Cronus Watch is with him to see what comes of that. We don't know.
Also, a very important thing happened. Malcolm.
Oh yes, Malcolm achieved basic literacy. Proteus also got a very theatrical warning, but
Oh yeah, that was
yeah, whoever was sending it to him was apparently putting on a performance, and he ran out of time before the actual message was able to be delivered. So something's up, and we don't know what it is.
well. The guy called himself the keeper of causality. At least that's how he started. I think Ivy also in the background told him to shut up or something. And we've also discovered the children of Havergil are under the forbidden spell, so Farscreen can't reach them because it blocks portals, of which it is technically one of them.
Scrying
So
has
we're
been
trying to figure out how to warn them about the vampires and Ether.
Let's see, there was also Nick walked up to Aldarion with the Fight for Dragons song, and it turns out it's a very good thing he did it because that's an integral part of the dragon right, being able to play that. And if Nick didn't decide, hey, do you dragons know this dragon thing, then everyone would have reached the if they managed to get there, everyone would have reached the Dragon Right Island and saw that the Fife of Dragons song isn't there and went, oh, whoops.
Yep, that's I think that's about all that happened.
Well, and Loki and Proteus had a heart to heart.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's about all of what happened, I believe.
Other than that, it's just been a bit of downtime with people just kind of preparing as needed.
All right. Yeah, so you can have a collective reroll. I don't really know who to give it to during that since you all kind of covered a bit. I'd say Fire
I give it
Alley.
to yeah, since he started it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so you are it's about midday at this point with all the scrolls you've been making and discussions you've had and helping your hirelings make tools for you to make your expeditions a little uh safer. So you is there anything you want to do as a collective or individually while you are still in your fort?
We ended on doing some stuff, so I don't think we have anything available to make for the rest of the day right now.
I think I was spending 5 hours of the day on getting
Spells.
Dream.
Oh yeah, you were, because
I
the
think I spent 1 or 2 on sending as well. I was straddled between days.
Yeah.
So I think that's my day basically done and dusted until the time for sleep happens where I'm going to actually try to use it.
Yeah, I think Loki is busy tending to Paulo with Dante. And Nick, I'm pretty sure I had Nick make another shield spell scroll.
Apollo should be down at least 2 levels of exhaustion just from Dante having cast that twice. But
Yeah. Yeah. He he's a little out of it, but he's becoming conscious.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't even remember where we're putting him. The only thing I remember is that we're making sure that he can't find any windows anywhere.
All right, and we were planning. Right, I forgot about that in the recap. We planned to take him to the other side and teleport him to the other side, and then bring him from the far side.
Take him from the chapel over.
Mm-hmm.
You got
You'll
him
know that we
in a
have
bed
a
on
base.
the second floor.
Yeah, I think he's using one of the rooms, second floor. I can't remember which.
The bottom one. The one at the 6 o'clock direction.
Yep.
But you're using up your whole day to make scrolls and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I'm wizard printer pressing.
When he gets up, like when he's coming to, he's still like kind of resting, Dante. He says, he's kind of half out of it, but says, "Who are you?"
just someone who cared and told to try to find you. Dante. He would reach out and
Yeah.
offer a handshake, but given Paul's resting, just
He
trying
says,
to make sure he's still comfortable.
He says, "Where am I?"
It's more safe right now. Hard to name exact locations out here in the convent.
Are we close to the wall?
At least a day's travel.
I need to go back there.
We're fairly aware of that. Heard about you getting lost on the other side of the wall. Something involving, what was it, the chapel?
Who are you affiliated with?
No one specifically. We're trying to help what's going on where we can.
He he kind of tosses back to asleep.
And since he's going to head back, Dante's going to go look for some of the others.
You
Just
can
kind of fill them in, let them know.
you could probably locate them if you look for them.
Dante's going to at least let Loki know first.
Loki?
Yeah.
All right.
Just because.
All right. Yeah, you Dante approaches you, Loki, and says,
It looks like Apollo's starting to come to. So,
Well, that's good to hear at the very least.
I should probably
I
also let Proteus know then, since he was the one who first kind of contacted him when we were looking for him.
Yes, it would be best to let Proteus know. For the moment, he'll likely need rest, but I imagine soon it'll be time to talk to him before we bring him back to the wall.
He did ask about how far we're out from the wall, and I told him we're about a day's out, since our plan is, what, bringing him back in from the chapel.
That is the plan you guys have concocted, yes.
Right. I'll go let Proteus and the others know.
Yes, I would recommend doing so. Be very careful what you say and do around him for the moment. He is our
He-
guest, so we should be courteous to him, but the less Hal Flames know of this place, the better.
He nods and goes off to find Proteus.
All right. In the hallways, you see looking around and meeting eyes with you. You see Polly, and he says, "Dante, I was looking for you."
Oh, me in particular.
Yes, you were you were with the group that set up the beacon, did you not?
Right? We did. It was fairly high up in the mountains.
Well, I have received a read from it.
Oh,
He goes to the map. There is a strange presence roaming around in this area. And there is a structure in this one.
wait, roaming.
Yeah, there is it's a creature, I would think, roaming around. It seems to be composed of the ether. You'd have to strike soon in order to get it, but there's something there. And then there is a structure here.
Right? I
Translation:
appreciate.
there's a roaming monster, a
Yeah,
landmine right here. But as to the mysterious structure, you don't know what that is. It's just a mysterious structure.
right.
I thank you for doing this, but I would ask you put these of the other beacons in different locations as high as you can. That way they can cover more ground.
I think, given what the other group already has on here, I'd wonder if we ever want to travel back to that mountain, or would that be too close?
Well, they need to be they have a proximity on them, depending on how high they are, and that's the radius. The one you've placed encompasses about here. And
Let's see.
I can go like this, actually. Um, duh, 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 duh. That's about the range of the one you just gave me.
Or a tool.
Right, I'll have to let them know.
Excellent.
Uh,
Mm,
given
overnight
the
over here.
creatures made out of ether and what I heard was already on the other side of the gate, we'll just have to be careful for in that direction again.
Yes. Or you can take it out and not have to deal with it later.
It's true. Now that we know where it is.
But it may move in the next day or two.
He nods.
And he goes back to his laboratory. And you were looking for Proteus?
Yep.
Yeah, and also you find him in the fort.
Looks like Apollo's coming too. Oh,
Well, that's good to hear.
I haven't really told him too much. Just may have concealed exactly where we are right now, but he asked how far we are out from the wall, and I said we're about a day's journey, which should be accurate, just regardless if we're here or the chapel.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a time trying to get him back.
He's resting right now, but well, while he's still exhausted, he is at least coming to. So
We won't
definitely
be
expect
able.
he'll be up and about a bit more soon. I don't like the idea of obviously trying to keep him down for no reason, but well, we're going to have to be prepared to help him back to the wall soon.
Yeah, I figured we'd be doing that within the next day or two here, probably tomorrow. Because he should be well enough rested by then between that and your magic, I would assume.
Right. We've luckily had a decent supply of components that I've been able to help with bringing him out of that chill. How how easily it seeps into you. If anything, I'm kind of surprised he's recovering so fast with how much blood he'd lost.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of those 80-20 things. He's going to be back to 80% with 20% effort, and then it'll take 80% effort to regain the last 20%. Have you been able to deduce if he's been infected by anything, or was it just the exhaustion?
Realizing I haven't ever actually checked for that, but he's not. It's not like he tried leaping from me or anything from there. Just
Well,
whatever it is,
there,
he's not actively some sort of thrall under their control, given he was asking questions and wanting to get back to the wall, it seemed.
well, there are many diseases lie in wait under exhaustion.
It's true. And we'll still just make sure to give him a full physical before we get him out of here.
Yeah, I'd rather be prudent than bring him back and then have something terrible happen.
We're going to have to explain that to him then. At least I imagine he already has some idea of what happened, given how how long they just kept him there.
Well, if you
But
want to,
maybe it would be a blurry recollection.
in order
Though,
to
sorry,
in order to contact Ivy, I'm going to have to finish scribing here, but while I'm doing that, you could do that checkup on him if you wanted to.
just figured I'd let everyone else know at least that he's come to. So if we need to end up talking to him,
Yeah, I'll
Just-
probably do it when I finish.
all right. Guess I'll let Nick know then. Or, well, assumedly Nick's going to be coming with us, given our original entourage back at the wall didn't include Loki, even though he was with us rescuing Apollo.
Yeah, Proteus nods. I think him and Sinbad would be the only ones who don't know, though I don't really think that Sinbad would really care one way or the other.
He just gives a light shrug and, well, it's not like the other crew really would be the ones coming with us for this whole meeting at the wall again. Granted, we still also have to figure out bringing Estelle with us at that point. Adds things to settle in when we actually have Apollo back in his close to his full self. Anyways, I shouldn't keep you from finishing what you're working on there.
Right. Well, good luck.
And yeah, I think maybe just to speed this up, I don't know. Dante's just
I mean-
kind of going around and letting everyone know.
All right.
Yeah, Nick wouldn't really have
Situation.
much to say aside from, all right, guess we go time soon. So, yeah, we could just sort of skip through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So throughout the day of this day, is there anything you wish to do, or do you want to just skip tonight?
Malcolm's gonna read into the Feywild.
Okay. You can do it just an intelligence check, no longer at disadvantage.
Let's go.
10.
Yeah. No. Still... All right. Because it is these words that you can both read and not read. You're unable to digest their power, but yeah. We will head tonight then, if no one else has anything to do, and take a long rest.
Sure.
Yeah. Before the long rest begins, now that Dream has been concocted, I'm going to cast it on Ivy at night.
All right. So you go into how long does Dream last? I think it's like 8 hours, right? Yeah.
I think it's one. Let's see. It might be one of those. It scales with levels thing.
I think it's 8.
Nope. Yeah, it's 8 hours.
Yeah.
All right. Good night.
Well, you're in a trance, so you're not technically sleeping. So you probably want to get out of it unless you're gonna take exhaustion. Yeah, so you prepare the dream spell, and the world around you just begins to melt away. Like almost just kind of like when a car's getting a car wash, when you see the water just going down the window, it's like that for your surroundings right now as they go away and they settle into what looks like you're in the middle of a forest. It's not like a dense forest, but it looks there's not like a sea of trees, but there are trees. You can kind of see the sky above.
Yeah, and we'll kind of walk through the trees. I doubt it looks familiar in any way.
Actually, it does look familiar. You're on the air continent. You don't recognize this place, but the climate and the you took a few strolls through the forest near like Helmsworth and when you were on the road and whatnot to Iron Broach and Loomhalsen, and it just seems very similar to the locale, the types of trees you see, and the the windy weather the air continent is known for. It billows past you, and you can probably draw the conclusion that you're here. But as you go through the forest, you begin to hear something like laughing.
Well, that's not what I would expect. Um, yeah, he's going to try to find the source of that.
Are you sneaking or are you just kind of sauntering through this forest?
I mean, he kind of wants to talk to Ivy, so he's probably going to saunter around.
All right. Yeah, eventually going through the forest following the sound of this laughter, you come across a medium-sized green reptilian creature with wings that for a second it doesn't register, but it looks like Ivy. It's just a younger form of her, and she seems to have there is a green butterfly kind of hovering around her.
All right.
And she sees you and says, "Who are you?"
And Proteus will say, well, more or less just say his own name, really.
Well, I'm going to I'm going to conquer this stupid continent. You're going to be my slave.
Yeah, kind of looks quizzical and says,
Do an
all right,
Arcana check too.
yeah, all right. Arcana is going to be big number 25 or 24.
So with the dream spell, you're in someone's dream, but to them this is a dream, but they're going to remember it when they wake up. So you might not get stuff from her cognizant mind when she's awake, but she will remember this. She will remember this vividly and exactly when she wakes up. And you also know you are in control of the dream in here. I mean, you could change anything you want. Meaning this conversation might be a little one-sided, but it will be remembered when she's awake.
All right. I guess Proteus will again more or less say, Ivy, I know that that isn't necessarily something that you want.
How do you know me? You don't know me.
I will know you, I suppose, if you want to call it that. Not at this time, it would seem, but in the future, I will.
Well, you could either become my servant or leave me alone. Because I'm busy right now.
Well, I find this to be interesting, but I want to know what you intend to do on your own in the ice continent.
I'm in the ice continent for no reason.
For no reason, though you have gone off on your own.
No, I'm not. What's an ice continent? I'm not even there. I'm. Does that look like ice to you? She points to a tree. Do you think Butterfly could
He's
live
gonna
there?
turn the tree into the ice continent. So just like it's just she points at it as the ice continent.
That's a sock. No, it's a con. What are you doing? Get out of Get out of here. I don't like you.
Yeah, he's only doing it to like the part she pointed to, not to like the whole forest. So it's kind of like half ice continent right now.
I'm there because I need something. And you're in that state where like in a dream where your thoughts are constantly changing and it digests things like it now accepts just nonsense as real. Like exactly now. It's like, yeah, how you kind of shifted the conversation to this. There was that moment of disbelief, but now it's like accepted there's just a chunk of ice continent there, basically.
Yeah, and Proteus more or less says you took a means of coming out here by yourself, but it's it's risky and dangerous to do that, and I want to know if how confident you are in that decision and how I might be able to help you.
Do a persuasion roll.
Okay. Natural 20.
Oh, okay.
She says, I don't need help because I have to do it by myself. Because I know nobody will trust me if I say it out loud. And the butterfly kind of starts going away.
Yeah, Proteus. I don't know. Try to coax the butterfly back with like a flower or something. Try a Malcolm strategy.
Oh, if you want to just bring the butterfly back, you can because you're in control
Yeah,
of it.
he'll probably keep it around
Um,
and say that's part of why I'm here. Is this is as safe a place as I can bring, where it would be just me and you who would know.
but I don't want to tell anyone.
That's the decision that you can make, but remember that if you put the more that you push people away, the less that we're going to be able to do. I know that your heart is in the right place, but I am trying to make sure that everything that we've worked for is not put in jeopardy needlessly.
But I don't want to tell anyone anything because I feel weak when I do.
Yeah, telling people things and letting people in does make you vulnerable, but by letting people in, you were also able to do this, and he kind of shows like the theater play and kind of has the butterfly, like, I don't know, land on one of her wings or something.
I liked
You
that.
had you had to say things that you didn't want to say in order for this performance to survive, and I think it was worth it.
I can't tell you. I don't want to tell you because everyone sees me as a problem to solve, and I want to prove I'm not.
Well, I don't see you as a problem to solve, but I understand that you're probably more meaning the people that we have met recently.
I hate those people. Or were they dragons? I forget. I hate them. I hate them all.
They can be challenging to work with, but they are well intentioned.
I have nothing
And
to prove to them.
I think from what you told me, you feel like you do.
Not to them.
Then then to whom are you trying to prove something?
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Well, if that's what you want, I can arrange for that. But know that if you don't let yourself feel weak, you won't be able to truly cover your weaknesses. You've helped me cover several of mine. I'm only offering you the same.
She says, I'm not weak, though. I am a dragon. I'm the mightiest creature there is.
Yeah, but even the strongest creature has a soft spot. And I know that you are strong and capable, but you are going to need others if you're going to make it out here.
She says, and part of me hates having to rely on others.
So do I, Ivy. I've had a very similar growth to you. Perhaps it was because I was not as strong of a creature of origin that I was forced into it. But at the same time, I saw myself in you and your potential, and I don't want to see you put it to waste by assuming the worst in everything and everyone around you. And that's why I won't stop reaching out.
Then, if you trust me, leave me alone.
Well,
They will compromise me if they know.
I'll be in touch one way or another. But if you need me, I'll be reaching out again soon. And he'll like restore the dream to its original state and kind of walk back through the trees and end the spell unless she stops him.
You know, she lets you just kind of, as it, you just, your eyes open and you're back in your fort. See
All
everyone
right.
kind of bundled up. Well, you probably did this in a separate room, I'm guessing.
Probably just did it before going to sleep. Yeah.
And yeah, if you're gonna do nothing else, we'll just roll over to the next day, next morning.
Yep.
All right. We wake up early in the morning on what is kind of day 15. Is there anything you guys wish to do?
Suppose Nick's gonna go to the snow crew and say, alright, so we're doing it today?
Doing what?
Getting Apollo out of here.
His pupils kind of dilate a little bit. He says, "Do we gotta?"
Yes.
His head kind of tucks into his fluff a little bit.
You gotta bring him back sooner than later. Question is how we're gonna explain that. I mean, he hasn't really seen much of the place. He's still kind of bedridden right now.
Honestly, the best way to explain it is not at all. Just say once we're ready to transport him, we just say we're going to take him closer. That way there's a bit less of a walk through the freezing cold, and then we just take him through. Don't explain too much, because the less we have to explain, the better.
Well, he gotta be able to walk on his own, because I ain't carrying him.
Well, I'm sure our doctor will make very good sure. Very. I'm sure our doctor will make sure of that before we do it. Ain't that right, Doc?
Look, I've just been watching over him this whole time. It's not just me, it was multiple of us. And he's still going to be exhausted.
Nick rolls his eyes and says, "Point is, we're not transporting him until he's ready to be transported, but the sooner we do it, the better."
He just won't be at 100 then. So that's its own risk.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to talk to him anyway and see how up to it he looks, feels, sounds. But once we start, we're gonna have to be pretty fast about it.
Point is, keep an eye on him, but we're gonna probably be getting close to when we're gonna need to go. We can't have him be walking around this base and trying to figure out exactly where we are.
Thing is, he doesn't know exactly who we are. Just we're somewhere safe.
Yeah, well, we want to keep it that way.
Yeah, exactly. And the more time he has to look around, the more time he has to stumble on a map or do something to figure out where we are.
And what are we thinking in terms of just moving him today, tomorrow?
Well, figure out if he's able to walk first off. Get a good feel of how he's doing, but if he is able to walk and if he is functioning enough, then I'd say we do it today.
From the sounds of it, when I talked to him yesterday, he did want to get back as soon as possible, but well, he was still stuck in bed at that point.
We're gonna have to play it by ear, but I'm just saying.
No
Yes,
matter
we'll
what,
see.
I think that the day we take him out, we have to do whatever it takes to make sure he gets back in one day. I think taking 2 days less risky will not potentially go well, considering what that right side is. 2 days might be one day too many and put him exactly back to the state he is in now.
Right. Though pushing him that hard would probably exhaust him either way.
I'll have to play it by
And
ear
it's
once
just
we.
gonna be harder for him to get there if he's already tired.
We're gonna have to play things by ear depending on his condition, but I do agree we'll want to make the trip in one day. Frankly, I don't want to spend 2 days out in that hellhole.
Let's see. Johnson's gonna look at the map again just to see how far the chapel is.
We could go slow and be fine.
Yeah, it don't look that far, so all
Cern
things
is running into anything over there, which reminds me, and he points out the locations that Holly told him about.
Well,
Apparently, the beacon's already been fruitful, though. Whatever this is, it's probably moved at this point. He said it's some sort of aether creature.
it'll probably move by the end of the day, but if we're taking Apollo today, then that's pretty much an open and closed case.
Might be easy to bring him sooner. I'm just worried about, well, exposing him to the elements so soon. But I guess that's what asking him today will be about.
Yeah, I
Just be ready to
can
leave at a moment's notice.
accommodate him to a certain extent out there if we have to, but it shouldn't be necessary.
as for that other place, well, I don't know, maybe the other guys want to look at it when they've got some free time, but we're probably going to be pretty busy because once we get Apollo back to the gate, we're going to want to contact Estelle, have her bring the Archmage over, and we're going to want to set up that meeting.
Might be gone a while.
Yeah, talking to that guy is gonna be a wonderful time.
Name me a single person we're going to talk to that ain't going to be a wonderful time.
Estelle.
I was thinking the same thing.
Talking to Estelle isn't too bad. Talking to that headmaster guy, that's gonna be a fiasco.
Not to mention navigating our way around the conversation with the zone of truth.
Yeah, this is going to be where our diplomacy is going to be really put to the test, but well, this is what we signed up for.
Doesn't that mean we'll need to have Lone with us again?
For the trip to the gate, that's heavy,
not-
maybe.
Isn't
Honestly,
a terrible idea to bring him with us. At the very least, it would make him look more credible.
I suppose. And I don't want to take too many people through the elements, but I suppose.
I guess this all hinges on how well Apollo's feeling, so
Yeah, well, let's go and check up on him. And by let's, I mean you, Dante, because the moment I set foot in that room, it's going to be a conversation.
it's going to be a conversation regardless the moment that we're traveling.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have to talk to him before that point. I just know that when he sees me, things are going to come up.
Well, it's your decision if you'd rather have that conversation now or later.
I mean, I definitely want to have it before we leave. Having that on his mind while we're out there is not a great idea. It's just, first things first, make sure you're taking care of him,
Right.
seeing his state, coming back to us, and then I will talk to him after that, so that way he's not distracted during your checkup.
So get a good look over him, see if he's ready.
Malcolm, if you want to, you can use your laser eyes on him or whatever and see if there's any magic on him.
I'll just stay here.
I've never seen him this nervous. All right. And I think Dante's going to go ahead and go check in on Paul.
All right, when you enter the room, yeah, you see him kind of conscious in the bed now.
Good. How are you feeling?
Dante, was it?
He nods.
I don't think I can get on my feet yet, but my strength is coming back.
Good to hear. How much do you remember? Just,
I
you
remember,
were in quite the state when we found you.
I remember where did you find me?
Past the gate, close to some mountains, deep within appeared to be an old castle, but very dark place.
Did you see who my captors were?
It was. He's going over how best to explain this, just given
Yeah.
the situation.
Do an insight check.
Right. Plus 9. That's a 19.
What he's doing is he's actually kind of probing you just to see how much you know.
Hmm. Dante's just gonna be honest about this much, and I fear you won't believe me if I told you, but
Try me.
how familiar are you with the tales of vampires?
Well, it's who I suspected was holding me captive. I believe it that much.
Well, then that is unfortunately your answer, and something I still want to look over you for. Just, I'm not familiar with what may have gone down there, and they were trying to just keep you alive enough for blood rituals, but it's something involving the old kingdom of Umbra.
Well, I don't know what they were doing to me, but you're free to examine to see if they have done anything. I'll let you do a medicine check if you're going to do that.
Thought I was going to do a medicine check and also just cast Detect Evil and Good.
All right. In what order?
I'll start with Detect Evil and Good. Mainly just trying to see if for some reason he's now like undead or something.
Detect.
Sense location of any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet. You also sense whether the Hallow spell is active there.
Sinbad walks past the door. You feel an elemental.
Yeah, the spell's blocked by one. The spell's blocked by 1 foot of stone, dirt, or wood. So
yeah, you do not sense any of those things.
well, that's a good sign. And I'll do the medicine check, which is also plus 9. Can I self-guidance this per chance?
Of course.
All right. Dirty 20.
All right, so you check him over. He still has like the puncture marks that have healed over somewhat and are actually like receding now. Going over him, you cannot find any evidence of him uh, becoming a thrall or a vampire. In fact, this room you're in there's bright light in it. What they were doing to him was simply, it seems like they were just simply draining his blood and keeping him alive in the process. In translation, like, in other words, they were trying to stop that from happening, him becoming a thrall or something.
Ah, I see. That makes sense.
But there does not appear to be anything wrong with him in that front. He is still like exhausted, and he's probably needs some rest too. At this point, he's getting better. The fact that he's conscious in the
Right.
bed now. He probably can't walk yet, but give it a day or two, and he probably can.
Right. Well, the good news is, in a cruel twist of fate, what they were doing to you means they weren't trying to turn you into a thrall.
Hmm.
So you're good in that regards. Just obviously, they were trying to keep you as close to death as possible without actually killing you.
Do another insight check.
+9. Oh,
Okay.
I still got into that. Too late.
Yeah, you can guidance it.
Okay. Might matter.
No.
That's only 11.
You get a luck point though. All right. Yeah, it's he nods and says that would seem to be the case. Well,
That being said, I know you mentioned wanting to get back to the wall.
yes, I realize I still can't do it in my state at the moment. Where are we again?
Some distance past the wall and structure. I don't know the exact location that we're in. It is at least something we've been managed to reinforce out here, but
You were on the other side of the wall and reinforced something?
it took us a lot of work.
How did you get on the other side?
Well, we were allowed past because we've already been at the wall and we've talked with both the Hallowed Flames and the Expedition Society. In fact, we were sent out here hoping to find you.
Well, it seems rather spacious in here. You might have to tell them the location so we can push forward a little bit. Did you just go silent?
I'm just thinking. Well, that's not really my call to make.
He cocks an
It's
eyebrow.
hard to explain.
Then whose is it? Do you have a superior here or something?
Somewhat of a 1 moment. Actual me is like cracking.
Yeah, I know. You're caught.
Yeah, this is from. Like I'm thinking.
See, the real dangers of D&D are not fighting monsters. It's
It's
talking to people.
explain this. We found another crew out here. A pair of uh, a pair of casters and appears to be some a pair of casters alongside a younger child.
Wait, was it a Fennekin, Ninetails, Grovile, and a Hakaboa?
I don't recall ever seeing a Hakamo, but the others I recognize, yes.
They're still alive.
We were told that apparently they were dead at the wall.
No, they ventured out from the wall on the on breaking in the land to fight off a threat. But we had reports they were ripped apart.
Really. From what we were told, only one from that entire venture returned. And those four were apparently lost.
And
So it's a
they are here.
surprise, honestly, seeing them, yes.
And they are here.
He nods.
May I speak with them?
One moment, I'll see if they're around.
He pulls the covers slightly up as you leave the room.
Look, we're giving him strength.
All right. This turns into a new issue. Because unfortunately, Sabrina's not here.
Oh, we need charisma to interact with this guy anyway.
Yeah. So he is gonna go and find Sinbad, Aiden, and I guess Loki's a choice here because Loki wasn't really brought up, but
Loki's just kind of like, oh, I just want to punch him in the face right now.
Look, it tends to be cordial, but
all right. Yeah, he's gonna gather the ice crew who's available and kind of explain.
Yeah. Well, you only really got two of them, plus Loki.
Yep, plus Loki.
Yeah.
All right, so Apollo's awake, and I've tried to explain the situation to him as best as I could without explaining exactly where we are, but that's led to explaining that it's not my decision to make, that we would let other people out here to reinforce, and that brought up the topic of you guys. And mainly that you were the ones out here commandeering this place, but it's a bunch of half-truths right now.
well, that's fine anyways. I mean, we would have had, I believe according to your plan, we would have had Sinbad teleport us there anyway, so Apollo knowing we're alive is not a particularly big deal. I suppose he wishes to see us.
Well, yes, the issue I'm realizing is that Sabrina's not here with us, so that's going to be something to explain that.
Well, as far as he'll be concerned, the reports of our death will have been only marginally exaggerated.
Right.
Well, regardless, it's whatever needs to be explained can be, and I suppose it is our due
Well,
to do so.
I'll suppose this, Aiden, do you want to be proclaimed as dead or alive?
Well,
Because you
I
have
mean,
died recently, so the zone of truth would clear it.
But I mean, we're going to have to go back to the wall on the other side of the continent at some point, not just the right side.
Depends on if we have the Hallowed Flames take control of the chapel, I suppose.
They'll probably want to. Um, isn't it easier if we're just all explained as being alive? Otherwise, we have to keep hiding it.
I believe knowledge of our lives is going to be better than simply pretend we're dead.
Well, the good news is I at least told them. I at least told Apollo about the situation with there being the report of everyone dying. So this clearing that up at least. It doesn't really conflict information. It just revises it.
Yeah. Well, looks like I'll have to go and talk to him.
I believe it was high time I talked to him as well, and I plan to be there when Proteus talks to him as well. So
Yeah.
at least gets the surprise of me being alive out of the way.
Thing is, he's still not able to walk right now. Anyways, he might need another day or so before he's actually ready to leave. So
Well, that's probably for the best. We can talk to him and continue to plan. Potentially, we can have a small team strike out and try to find or speak with Havergale, although I believe Proteus said was intending to do that today as well.
Yeah, that's I don't know what he plans to do. It's hard to tell what my cousin is thinking most of the time, but if whatever he plans to do, if it's fruitful, then that might be what we spend our day doing. But for now, I believe we should not dilly-dally too long. I think it's best if we speak to Apollo.
Yeah, if we're lucky, maybe we'll go kill an ether at the end of the day.
I mean, we might have to end up reinforcing something out on the right side of the continent, regardless.
Why would we need to reinforce something on the right side of the continent?
Just to make more sense in getting back. I mean, we've explained the base here, but we're going to be teleporting away, I guess.
Indeed.
Never mind. I'm overcomplicating things. I'm not like Proteus where I can spin stories as easily as he does.
No, I imagine many aren't. That's why I prefer the truth.
I think it's about time that you talk to Apollo again.
All right, well, let's go have the reunion of the second lifetime. After all, we've all died once and came back, so this is our second time meeting him in this world, technically.
Ugh,
I
Do
don't
not
think it
remind
works
me.
like that. It's still. I mean, it's not like we full on died. Sort of.
All right. Are you going into the room?
Yeah.
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 On your way to the room, Malcolm's like around the corner looking into the room with the scared cat peeking around the corner sort of face.
Are you okay, Malcolm?
Huh? Yeah.
He is not that intimidating once you get to know him.
He doesn't respond. He's just still looking at him.
Look, just sort of sighs and continues walking in.
All right. So are you all going? So who's going in?
I think it's Sinbad, Aiden, and Dante's returning.
All right.
Yeah, and Loki
Aiden,
is going.
Dante, and yeah, Ice plus Dante.
His eyes immediately catch you, Sinbad, and he says, "I'm not dreaming. You're alive." And he looks to you, Loki, as well, and says, and you are too.
I must admit, I'm surprised you were able to recognize me so fast, Apollo.
It's you have the same face, but yes, you look starkly different. Where's
It
Sigurd and Sabrina?
We don't know what happened to Sigurd after the battle, and Sabrina is dead.
What? But your friend here told me she was alive.
Sabrina's in a complicated state at the moment. She was killed in a battle, but when I attempted to revivify her, the spell itself failed, and we're not sure where her soul currently is.
We ended up contacting her via sending. I was able to make contact with her, so it appears that something of the nature of like clone. But
Did sh
as for where she's at exactly, we're not entirely certain.
He says to you, Loki, do you still have the Ashen Scepter?
Unfortunately, no. It was stolen from me at the end of the battle, because at the end of the battle, and part of the reason I look like this is because I was killed at the end of the battle.
Do you know where it went?
The queen kind of infiltrated our ranks.
The Queen? How did that brigand get on the other side of the wall?
She was accompanying us as it was the Surfetch. What was his name?
Zacharias?
Zacharias.
Yes, Zacharias was.
The sole survivor, I take it.
Yes, he's the one who... We need to get back to the wall.
Yes, we do, but you need rest.
She might do something as... We need to get there fast. We need to capture her and get the scepter back.
Well,
That
knowing her, the scepter is long since gone. She would not keep that close to her while also being so close to you.
We can interrogate her then.
Yes, we do, but we cannot
That
have you head out into the middle of the cold and die on the way there. You are instrumental in keeping the Howled Flames and the Expedition Society's alliance alive. If you die, then many terrible things will happen. We must consider your health.
Do a persuasion roll.
Alrighty. I should have activated his thing, but oh well, still +9. 13.
Malcolm guidance.
Okay.
Malcolm peek from around the corner and thumbs up.
1. Wow, guidance is really not liking us today.
I mean, could Aiden flash a genius?
Yeah, you could do that too.
That's a +5.
Okay,
19.
that's 19 then.
Okay, I should be ready to go. Just give me one more day. Just one more day of rest. You'll need to escort me, but we should be able to get there. We're close to the wall, you said, about a day's travel.
We'll have a method of reaching the chapel specifically to make that journey as fast as possible. Yes.
Then okay, I will rest, and then we can head towards the chapel, the wall.
Yes. From what I understand, Sinbad has, well, not from what I understand, from what I know, there is a teleportation circle in there, and Sabrina used to be able to take us there, but now Sinbad has had that role, so Sinbad will be able to take you there.
Yeah.
They're able to teleport there.
Yes, I can teleport there.
Well,
Though, from the time that we have spent recovering from the battle and establishing ourselves, I was surprised to find Dante's group, and I think they are more suited to escorting you back. Seems that they have been trying to hold that alliance together in your stead while things have been happening. So they have to report back.
and Dante's group was given permission to go over there?
That's what I've been told.
That I cannot claim. That's up to them to explain to you.
We were given explicit permission to cross the wall in order to find you, and then, well, rescue and bring you back.
Well, you have my thanks.
Odds.
I should probably try to get my rest. I think it is imperative we get back there.
Good
Yes,
news, at
you'll.
least, is that the trip back will only be one day. Chapel is luckily so close to the wall.
And then he gives a deep sigh, and then he just begins trying to close his eyes.
So tomorrow then.
Very well. We'll give you your rest. And Loki will leave.
All right. You all leave the room then, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I guess I should go get the others with our crew. No.
Yeah.
Heading out tomorrow.
Well, probably best to do it today. The shock of it is best to have him sit on now than later.
Well, yes, Proteus will need
Right,
to
but I'm
speak
talking
with
about-
him today, but getting the crew ready for tomorrow's travel.
Right. Well, we'll probably want to start making one of those salves, Aiden.
Yep. I've only made about 2 with Kira.
Yeah, I'm just going to go out on a limb and assume that Apollo will need one of those.
I'll go find her. And yeah, Aiden's gonna spend the day trying to make another self.
All right. So it is an intelligence nature roll.
It's plus 9. And that was a. Okay, I can just flash a genius that to make that.
All right. Yeah, you get 1.
Don't you get advantage on that because it's a tool?
Oh wait, you're right.
Okay. Yeah. So
Hold
yeah.
on.
Fish for the crit.
That was
No.
worse.
Okay, well, yep, you needed the flash of genius anyways.
No, no, no,
Yep.
no. Eat that nat one.
All right. You have another salve. What's everyone else doing?
Malcolm's gonna read his book again.
All right. And Sinbad, Proteus, Dante.
Oh, so close.
Ah.
All right. I guess with the day, Proteus will put another day into communication circle, which is going to take like forever to make, but it is what it is. This pen is mine.
I believe the sheet music for the Dragon Song should be ready by today.
Yeah. By night, it's probably ready. Yeah.
Okay, by night.
Yeah.
Then I guess during the day, Nick's probably going to be in the foyer and just practice playing music.
All right.
That's 2 out of 12 days put into communication circle.
Jeez.
That's the fast version.
So it's the remove curse scroll.
Um,
No, it's Aiden with it.
let's see. Sinbad.
Sinbad.
Yeah.
While he's deciding that, Crow, since Malcolm just read his book, does he have the rest of the day to do other stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, he's just gonna kind of explore the fort.
All right. Do an investigation check at. Just
9.
it's really, you come to the conclusion it's shaped like a snowflake.
That is a very Malcolm conclusion to come to.
It's shaped like a snowflake. You think I can eat it?
It wouldn't feel very good if it fell on my tongue, though. It's a bit big.
I think Dante's gonna work on at least getting the potion made. So
All right. So you can. Are you doing it by yourself, or are you going to do the one with Rebecca?
do the one with Rebecca just because there's a chance to get better tier.
All right.
Was
This is a medicine
Medicine.
check.
Would he have advantage in this because of herbalism kit?
You're technically going to be helping her, so it
Okay.
would be an advantage anyway.
Gotcha. +20 +9. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh!
Dang it, the advantage means I don't get the nat 1 bonus.
Yeah, it's a 2, not a 1.
I can't believe this.
So you make a. Usually these healing potions are supposed to be red, but the one you made with Rebecca comes out as brown.
Too much grass.
I think we might have gotten the ratios wrong.
Yeah, I think I ran out of. I tried to improvise, but I used a lot to bring Apollo back. I wouldn't drink that if I were you.
We'll just pour this one out.
Yeah, just kind of just dump it outside. Is that everyone? Sinbad or?
Let me go double check how much time level 2 scrolls take, but I think it's longer than a day. It's like 3, isn't it? It's, yeah, 3 days. Okay, so Sinbad is just going to continue his collection of spell scrolls because why not? I guess he'll get himself yet another shield scroll. When in doubt, make a shield scroll. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And is that everyone? I've lost track of who was doing stuff.
Loki is going to help cook.
All right, so you go out with hunting with Isaac.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you can do an athletics check.
All right. 21.
That wasn't a nat 20, so yeah, you can get so yeah, you can get one of the following. Where is it?
Your pick.
Not that one. I could just get rid of that. Food. You can either get you can get advantage on a saving throw when you roll a d6. You can get like an all-day buff of guidance, bless, enhance ability, or pass without a trace with a roll. And then you can get the common one, which is just a +2 to a random stat. They're all random, but you they last 7 days.
I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's ability check. I think the guidance one is probably going to be very useful for the snow crew, considering what they're about to do. So.
All right, so you have to roll a d4 and get a 1.
Ah, right. Well, take gotta pray, everyone. Nope, 3.
Well, that's actually enhance ability, so.
Oh, okay. So that's probably better, actually.
So it's
That's
enhance
good.
enhance ability. It lasts 7 days.
Wow.
And no concentration, and it's just the food expires after 7 days. It
Oh, right.
lasts a day. You have to
Right,
spend
right,
an
right.
hour to eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole day of enhanceability for one thing. That's very good.
Loki's probably going to hand it to Proteus.
Yeah. Oh, and we have to roll a d6 to see what it's for.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all
Let's
right,
go see what it is before we give it to Proteus.
right. 2. That's Dex.
Dex. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, Proteus still probably likes having advantage on Dex checks, so yeah.
Just
Anyone that
count
has
it
those.
down when that it lasts 7 days.
Yep.
All right. It's not stable in that case. 3 days. Is it how long it lasts?
7 days.
7.
7. Okay, it's the Frigicells that are 3.
That'd
Dex
be pretty-
food.
It lasts a day, but it expires in 7.
Mhm.
All right. Now is that everyone, or is there someone I missed who wants
I
to?
believe that's everyone.
I believe, yeah.
Okay. I guess Proteus or Nick goes to get the sheet music, and it seems Eldarion is ready to give it to you. In fact, they're all there trying to. So yeah, you're gonna go to the library and pick it up.
Yep.
Alderion explains to you. The sheet music requires a verse from all of us to put into a symphony. Or not a symphony, score.
All right.
And it's he gives you the sheet music where you see the scale and the notes all in place.
Nick takes it and looks it over. All right. Anything
Would you
special?
would you like
Continue.
to give it a practice run? Just to see if you can actually play it.
Sure. May as well give it a go.
All right. So do a performance roll at advantage since are you proficient with the fife?
When I attune to the fife, it automatically gives me proficiency with it.
All right. So a performance at advantage.
All right. 1 plus 13. 24.
Yeah. And you're probably over at this table, in fact, because you don't really have anywhere to put the sheet music. And
Yeah.
you manage to play this song that both sounds very calming and thunderous in places. It kind of does that crescendo of build up, and it starts to go down, and then it starts to be erratic. Uh, it it's very it seems like a chaotic song, but there's kind of there's a harmony to it as well. Because it requires you to kind of change the pace and the tone of it constantly. But once it kind of stabilizes, there's like this harmony to it, and you're able to play it rather immaculately.
Yeah, so Nick just I can't think of a good phrase for absolutely destroys the fight, but yeah, Nick just plays this song with it, just really gets into it. Sort of, he like tries to sort of not only look at it but sort of feel out like what each part represents, and sort of goes along with that. And he has his eyes closed. Well, no, he can't have his eyes closed. He's reading the sheet music, but as he's reading the sheet music, he also has his mind wandering, imagining like the scenes of like thunder crackling, the scenes of nature, the roaring fire, the frigid cold.
Yeah, that's very much what it flashes in your mind, is like the elements of nature kind of broken up into pieces, but then kind of coming together.
Yeah, so he plays through that all before at the end, just once he's done, he leaves the fife in his mouth for a few seconds, just eyes wide before finally taking it out and saying, "Geez, that was not at all what I was expecting."
That was Thor says that was an immaculate performance. It will serve us well when we engage in battle and fight to regain our former glory.
This stuff is fight music?
No, it is not fight music. It is a ritualistic song that is needed to conduct the rite. It will not be played in the backdrop, Thor. You, Orthonitrix, you did a splendid job. I was given flashes of times of old when other mortals have played that song.
Well, despite everything, I am still I'd say I'm a pretty good musician, so you probably only Esla saw it, and that's through mostly just her memories and flashes, but the play we all participated in with Ivy, I helped make the score a lot better for it and did a bit of performance with it as well.
Yes, the echo. And almost on cue, you see the teleportation circle begin to glow.
Okay.
And flashed upstairs, you hear a bunch of yelling coming from downstairs.
The actual what?
Hold on, Mike. Everyone gets up and goes down.
Everyone is coming.
All right.
I finished writing my 25 words to Virgo when this happens.
Loki hears the commotion and comes down.
All right. It's coming from the library, and when you rush to the library, you see the dragons kind of in front of this, and you hear Orthonatrix particularly saying, "How dare you show yourself again, serpent!" And from like behind them, you see Ivy there.
Yeah, Proteus is probably going to step in front of Rathonatrix, and Sinbad is probably going to go and hug Sabrina before she can speak.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty much what Loki was about to do the moment he saw her too.
and as like Ivy moves, you see the little form of, you don't recognize her for a second, but you see Sabrina in a silvery furred visage now.
Sabrina?
Loki, Sinbad. Oh, I missed you guys so much.
Loki
I
just
didn't think I was
runs.
gonna get out of there.
Loki just runs up and pulls her into a hug. Along with
Yeah,
Sinbad, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Fox cuddle pile.
Fox huddle.
They also
while,
appear to be holding a bunch of stuff too.
while Proteus is probably cat swiping Rathonatrix.
We cannot let this thing back in our home.
And Sabrina just kind of pokes her head between Loki and Sib, and she says, "That quote unquote thing is the reason I'm even here right now. She has a name."
Yeah.
Nick sort of, as Nick hears that, he sort of chuckles and says, "Oh, so that's the game you're playing. Well, gee, dragons, guess who gets a giant I told you so?"
Are we just going to forget the fact that she still attacked Ezek?
Yes, she attacked Ezek.
Sabrina just kind of looks at Ivy and she says, "You attacked him? Well, if you were going to attack anyone, I suppose he was the best one to attack anyway."
And this commotion has brought other people in here too. And Ezek is among them, and he sees her. He sees her. And he begins his head lowers and he begins stomping towards her.
Sabrina's going to cast Wall of Force in between them.
He says, "Put that down."
No violence.
Just payback.
She kind of glances at Ivy.
She's still like a rose right. She's like just crossing her arms and looking away.
That's not how we function here.
Let him through.
All right. Then she drops the Wall of Force.
And he gets right up in Ivy's face. And he holds out his hand. And then she kind of rolls her eyes and she pulls out a little sack of gold and just throws it at his hand.
What?
He goes through it and he bites a piece. He throws it back in. Pleasure doing business.
Wait,
Wow. You really had us fooled there, Ezek.
I did not do any fooling. And he just lumbers away.
he already. You both planned this?
I didn't plan anything. She paid me to hit me 3 times and run away. Easy gold.
Man,
He's
I
just
wish
kind
I
of
could
like
make.
pointing and just like you see that just deflated finger droop.
Man, I
Sabrina's
wish
just
I could
kind of
get
got
paid
this
for getting hit.
chuckling smile on her face.
Well, I'm going to bed. I don't think I have to hunt anymore. Oh, and she slowed me down wanting this crap as she drops all the operation equipment. I'm leaving. They're kind of like
Oh,
dumbfounded, just searching for a reason, but
welcome
Yeah.
back, Ivy.
Yeah, Proteus will say, "Welcome back," and well, if they try to get you to hunt again, see if you can pull out that tart recipe book.
yeah, whatever. I guess I'm just a better actress than I thought I was. And
I mean,
she
I'll admit it, Dave. You even had me fooled a little bit.
Oh, I didn't go for. I just went to go get more treasure. That's all I wanted. She
Yeah,
just happened to
sure.
be there.
It was definitely a stroke of luck.
And she just. We. This. Rothanatrix. Let it go.
Hey, you got duped. You can admit it.
She still could be up to something.
Oh yeah, she's
S-
quite up to something, making you guys look like fools.
Who's saying this?
Nick.
Oh gosh.
Well,
I would not put it in such an offensive manner, but you all do need to treat her with more respect. She hasn't done anything wrong. If anything, well, even if it was just by chance, I kind of owe my life to her right now. I'd still be stuck in a clone tube right now, floating in green goo.
Clearly, I mean, the fact is, Isa confirmed it. She didn't attack him randomly.
this could still be a ploy at playing some long game.
How long does the game have to go, Rothanatrix?
Long enough to get in your good graces. I think I'm not the only one who could attest that these creatures were evil.
Well, that's the operative term. Were. Belladonna definitely was, but Ivy hatched and she doesn't seem to be evil. Maybe a
Rothana,
bit abrasive, but not evil.
He's
I
even mentioned the difference between her and her brother. Oh, we slew him.
Alderion says, I have my reservations against her. But I do not think we should sit here and throwing around accusations at each other's neck when another one of our members has returned. Isn't that right, Sabrina?
She smiles and nods.
Uh.
So what have I missed?
It's been. There's quite a lot we need to catch you up on.
Key thing is, we found Apollo.
She just kind of uh hang on. Quill is not remembering. Was she even aware that he was gone? I don't think she
I
was.
don't think so.
No, she wasn't.
Okay. Paula was gone? What do you mean you found him?
Right,
Apollo.
okay, we have a lot to back up on.
Yes. So apparently, after we were presumed dead due to the Queen's trickery, Apollo and some members of the Expedition Society went out to find the chapel themselves. There's apparently angels that are summoning demons out there, though we have yet to confirm that ourselves, but at some point in time, a group of vampires beset Apollo and captured him.
Vampires.
Vampires.
Yes.
Angels summoning demons.
Yes. Well, that
We
part.
secured the tower. That deal went through.
Well, at least there's that, I suppose.
Yes,
All right.
but the
How's Apollo doing?
He's
I'm assuming not
awake.
good if he's been with vampires.
We've
Well,
been treating him for the last few days.
he wants to go home tomorrow, so I would say pretty good.
Not quite good enough to walk today, but he wants to leave tomorrow.
Why is he so eager
Should-
to get back? I mean, walking through, even if with an escort, it's going to be hard on him to walk through the right side of the continent.
Well, he wants
He's a
to get things right and to get Queen out of his organization.
yes, he's been made aware of that. Due to the fact that he's aware of our survival, he's also been made aware that Queen had infiltrated things.
Do you think she's
When-
still there?
According to Malcolm, Queen is currently posing as Jameson there.
Yeah, I saw him there. Well, this presents an opportunity. If we can manage to find her, we might be able to capture her. Though I feel like that'd probably be foolhardy, given what she pulled last time.
I'm sure that she probably quite literally has a contingency for that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't she be back in power with all of her men, given that Belladonna is dead now?
Well, potentially, but the thing is, she was a nameless queen. Nameless and faceless, more or less.
So they
As
never
far
even
as
knew.
they know, as far as her men, at least the common ones probably know, nothing probably even happened as far as they're concerned. Now, individuals like lies and deceit, they're probably aware of what happened. They are aware of what happened. What am I saying? They were there. Sorry, I'm still trying to get my brain back together from being reconstituted in a tube.
You actually like feel like really good because you're like in a new body, so it's like
Yeah.
really, really like breaking it in. It's just so smooth. There's no cracks or anything.
Yeah.
Wait,
like-
aren't you?
Hmm?
He just Aiden just kind of motions at the fact that she's silver.
I was
Oh, right.
debating on mentioning that, but for the moment,
Yes,
I thought there was more pressing.
Yeah, the body feels great. It's almost feels brand new, but yes, I will have to get rid of this. As much as I'd like to keep this fashionable color, I would like my sense of smell back. Is Proteus there?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's probably
Um,
close to the dragons.
Before I do though, Proteus, do you think you could take a picture of me with Loki now that we're kind of matching?
This is where Proteus is like no romantic grace is like unable to comprehend what is going on, but
Is this really the time for that? Says Aldir.
Well, I'd like my sense of smell back sooner than later, and as soon as I get rid of that, the fur changes. So yes, it does need to be done now. Oh, I'd like to get my own gemstone for it. And she like runs into the treasury room and gets one of the gemstones that I know we have and like shoves it into his paws.
it has to be a crystal.
Yeah, crystal is a gemstone.
Yeah.
This seems
Uh,
highly poorly timed.
Well, I guess I'll do it.
I mean,
It was just
we
kind
are.
of
Are we doing
do it.
anything else at the moment?
He'll
Well,
do it.
sleeping.
Sinbad's probably photobombing. His head's probably in the corner somewhere, and he'll hand it over to
I thought you were
Sabrina.
taking it with your eyes.
Who photobombed?
Sinbad. So he's like he's probably out of focus, and it's just his head because he's so tall in comparison to everyone else.
Is he just glaring at Proteus doing this, or what is he doing?
Yeah, he's probably just looking at Bree and Loki. Well, I'm sure you can't really make out his expression because he's blurred.
Technically, a picture using your own eyes as the camera.
All right, so he takes it,
Yeah, that's the
and
picture.
it's in the crystal, if I understand it correctly, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can use an action to reveal it, basically.
All right. She walks up, says thanks, and takes it, and then she's gonna. Wait, hang on. I gotta make sure I have it prepared. I do not have it prepared. Whoops.
Here's your spell book back.
Thank you. And she grabs it and she like hugs it and realizes, where's the rest of my stuff?
You see Malcolm with
Malcolm-
a tiara.
Malcolm has your tiara, and for the most
It
part,
makes me feel pretty.
Admittedly, we had
Yes,
used
it's-
some of the stuff that's just for the cold, but the rest of your stuff is.
Yeah, Sinbad
I
has-
understand. I'm not that petty. I would like it back though, Malcolm. Oh, okay. And she gets the tiara back from him and puts it on.
It is good. Rathonatrix says it is good to see you back again, Sabrina. But how should I put this? Your corpse is downstairs.
Oh, good, you kept it.
Oh, I did not realize you would be happy.
Dante
about
has
that.
a look of concern on his face.
I would make
wasn't-
some taxidermy joke, but I actually do have other plans for it. Of course,
what
if other
kind of
people are willing
plans?
to. I was about to get to that. Of course, it would require some cooperation on the part of certain other individuals. So she says as she kind of gives him a very subtle scowl and says, I'm very familiar with the fact that bodies can be completely destroyed here. So if this one that I have right now gets destroyed, it'd be good to have a backup to cast Raise Dead on.
Well, we already hit it with gentle repose.
well, no, I attempted to, but it didn't work.
I think gentle
I'd not-
repose worked, but
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you said gentle
I
repose
thought
didn't work.
explicitly the revivify part didn't work.
yeah.
This is a very particular. This is a very strange situation we're in because I don't think this happens very often. But I'd have to check over the specifics of the spell. I think it is the case that if my body were to die, it wouldn't matter how decayed the corpse is as long as it's been 10 days since I died.
Well, the other thing is the other spell only cares if it's a corpse or not. It doesn't really matter if you are alive still.
Not be
Mhm.
serious that you're trying to consider testing
Well-
death with two corpses.
I would appreciate it if you took it out of from down there. It's a little macabre to be seeing you frozen. and
Yes, I
dead.
know. I'm sure the crushed skeletal structure is very unpleasant to look at. I'll try to find another place for it.
Yeah.
Is my stuff with it?
I believe your compatriots took the stuff from your.
Yeah, Sinbad would have given her stuff back a bit ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Loki didn't use the potion he took, so I'll give the potion back.
All right. So no changes needed there. Got it. Okay.
Well, it's actually like night when this happened. Everyone was like preparing to go to sleep or was asleep. So, but with you, Sabrina, your kind of clock is all off. So,
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no, she,
Aiden, I'm sorry to burden you so soon after coming back, but I'm going to need a silver needle worth. I'll have to check of how much it's worth.
What for?
Yeah, before I died, I got Laryl's silver lance into my spell book, and it has a spell component. 250.
Can we just use the coins for that?
No, it needs to be a silver needle specifically.
Oh,
I wish I
Thanks.
had a way back to the main continent. I could just buy this stuff.
Well, a way back, a way back I know of. The problem is not getting mugged.
What's all this
Elaborate.
stuff? Says Pandora.
Oh, this is the stuff that we swiped from Kleinman's lair.
It's mainly
Okay.
just
Oh!
the operation stuff.
Oh, this. Ivy said something about an operation for. Oh, wait, no, she didn't say anything. That was me. Like I said, my brain is still scrambled. But you all mentioned that operation for Malcolm, so I took the liberty of grabbing some of the operating tools I found there, among other things.
Oh dear.
I am not a doctor though, so hopefully you guys find what you need in there.
At least have
Let's.
some medical knowledge, but Kira's better than on that sort of thing than I am. But let me look over this.
Yeah.
It's up to you and Rebecca if you think that you can go and
Kira, Rebecca.
take a rock out of Malcolm.
Do a medicine check.
Right. Medicine, that's proficiency. 16.
It seems like you got mostly everything you would need to like put someone under the knife with this stuff. A lot of it is in like sterile bags, and the appropriate tools might need to be sanitized before you know go in with them. But it seems like that you needed the instruments to do something like this, and these seem to be for the most part the instruments.
Cool.
We're gonna have to get rid of these things after we use them, if we use them, you know.
Because they belong to Kleinman.
Yep. Locate object works on this side of the world.
I'll talk with Grimoire. Maybe she can figure out a way to ward the place from that. It's warded from a whole bunch of other stuff.
Maybe it's already boarded then. I would hope.
Oh, also, I do want this returned, by the way. And she kind of she holds a ring up to Dante. This is a ring of X-ray vision. It might help with the surgery.
He takes it. Just a little concerned. It's something that specific.
Like I
I
said,
can only
stroke of
imagine
luck.
why this existed.
Well, it was just in a treasure room. I figure if he was using it, then he'd, actively have it on him or with his other surgical equipment. But no, it was just in a room full of treasure.
Well, you have pretty much everything you need here. That's
Oh, good. I was worried about that. Ivy was staring at me the whole time. It was nerve-wracking.
About what?
Well, it's just having eyes on you while you're trying to figure something out. Normally, I'm in my study when I'm studying.
So, you were in Climate's place, right?
Yeah.
While you were there, did you see a Semipore or maybe somehow became a Zangoose again?
I did see a Zangoose, and there was stitching along his cranial dome.
so he put himself back in his original body.
Apparently, freaking
Original.
killing Owen and take his body wasn't good enough for that grief. Alright, once Ivy wakes up, I'm gonna have to ask her where the heck that place is.
You didn't just have Malcolm use his armor?
I mean, I didn't know Ivy was heading toward you, so...
Well, I mean, you sounded like you were looking for Ivy.
Proteus kind of gives her a wink without letting the dragon see it.
She kind of chuckles. Oh, that does remind me. While I was there, I destroyed 4 clones of Kleinman and 1 of Daedric Voss.
Wait,
Huh.
Daedric.
Daedric had a
Yes.
clone.
Yes, there was a clone of him there. It's gone now.
Well, that's certainly going to be.
That's multiple levels of concerning for different reasons.
I can believe so. Which is why I destroyed it.
Well, it's a good thing it's dead, but
Well, it was never technically alive.
oh, you know what I mean. But that means Daedric is either suspects someone's going after him or he's playing contingencies, but either way, this pretty much confirms he's, even now, still in league with Kleiman.
Or somehow didn't know. No, we're not kidding. Daedric almost certainly knew, but whether he knew about the clone or not, that's else entirely.
I suppose he did make a clone of Sabrina without her knowing, so maybe Daedric just likes having clones of people that he can use later. Or, sorry, not maybe Kleiman likes having clones of people he can use later.
I still
There's
can't.
another thing that, well, I have a pretty good idea of why, but he was taking blood samples from me.
Loki frowns and says, of course he was.
He didn't exactly need you alive to do that, though.
Well, the thing is, if I'm dead, you can't keep extracting blood. The blood creation stops. If I'm alive, you can just indefinitely harvest it. Apparently, Apollo's gone through something similar.
This just makes me worried that that's not the last clone of you, then. Assuming you can make a clone from just blood.
She thinks about it. Says,
I think you need flesh specifically.
well,
Well,
depends on the definition. Blood is a liquid organ.
Grimoire informed us that the clone of Sabrina was made unnaturally in the first place. So it's likely that even with whatever small samples he has, he could still do another.
Didn't he just
We
have
will-
only a tuft of your fur?
Yes. Which means, and I theorize that he used the ether in some capacity to make up for the lack of actual flesh.
Well, that's wonderful. Everyone, keep your arms tightly bound with things that catch your blood.
Speaking of ether, look what I got! And she pulls out the tools specifically for working with ether.
I don't know if we should be happy or concerned about this at this point.
Probably a little of both, if we're being honest.
I was just
Because
about to say the same thing.
the ether is going to come after us. And the Howl Flames debatably.
Well, too bad. They're mine.
Just be careful when experimenting with the ether.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I'm just glad I can at this point. I've got so many ideas.
So I hate to bring this up, but I think we're going to have you talk with Apollo, given
Well, we told him that you died because that was the truth at the time.
well, died but not died.
So it's up to
Explain.
you if you want to truly reveal if you're alive. But everyone else revealed that they weren't dead and is making Moira look pretty darn guilty right now.
Yes, I think it would be a good idea for me to talk to him.
Bit of a surprise to see you back this suddenly, of course.
Yeah,
Just
That
Well,
make sure
we're
you're
just
yellow.
lucky that there was a vast library of spell scrolls there. I found some pretty good ones.
I assume you intend to describe those in your book right away.
No. There's no point in inscribing 9th level spells into my spellbook when I can't use them.
He had, of course, he had ninth circle spells.
And I'm sure there are plenty more where that came from, which is only something else to be concerned about.
Well, we're likely going to have to raid his place pretty soon. Depending on where in the heck it was in the first place. Question for Ivy tomorrow.
What time is it, by the way? Do you know how long I was gone?
About
Yeah,
2
been-
days.
2 days?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yes.
Yes, and it was about nighttime here.
Or 3 days, I believe it was.
It felt
I
like
thought
so
it
much
was-
longer.
I thought it was like 4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of like when Ivy left. Ivy left like 2 or 3 days ago, but you have been dead for a little bit. Well, allegedly dead for a little bit longer.
Yeah, you've been dead for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, it felt like so much longer. You can only try to come up with spell school unification theories for so long before it all just blurs into one big thing. Which, ironically, is kind of the purpose of it, but I digress.
Somebody says it's magic.
There,
That's the term. That's the term most people use for when it all comes together in the end.
there is nuance to it, Sib.
He shrugs. I don't claim to truly understand that.
Alright, well, did anything else happen while I was gone?
Well,
Let's see.
we learned that one of the board members of the MDRA is also a vampire.
Oh, that's perfect.
That is
The
not the term I would have
Archmages.
used for it, but
It
Well, I
means we
mean-
have things to worry about with the whole MDRA situation, but that's still
It means increased support for starting a
experienced.
coup if we're still intending to do that.
That is the
Yeah.
eventual plan.
I mean, we'll see how things go one step at a time. Either way, we are going to need to start talking to people outside this room before this night is over, even if some of us seem to have gotten sleep as recently as 3 hours ago.
Right, sorry.
I don't know what you'll do all night or how you'll ever get your sleep schedule back, but have fun.
I'm sure I'll figure something out.
I can
Nothing a
use,
little coffee can't help.
I can cast sleep on you if that would help as well.
She thinks about it. I'll think about it. I do have a lot to do, though. I've got to write down those theories before they escape into the the ether.
Just try not to stay up too late.
I'll try. Oh, I hate to keep you up any longer. I think the rest of you can go. This is just for Proteus. But, Proteus, you said you had a way back to the mainland?
I mean, technically,
And
yeah, you're going to get arrested and probably put in jail if you try it.
you're not telling me a lot of things. Were you
I
guys
mean-
this big when you talked to Apollo?
No, I have not talked to Apollo at all.
More like a bunch of half truths, mainly just trying to keep the exact location of this place
Okay.
obscure.
Okay, so what are the obstacles keeping us from getting back?
I mean, suffice it to say, it is just one of the most protected places, and everyone knows about it, including Kleiman. So it might be his means of getting back to the mainland and procuring another clone. So
Well, I can see you're going to be difficult about this, so I guess I'll just let you go then.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You can't learn the sigil sequence from me.
Fine,
I'd have to
just go.
take you there, which would then booby trap everything that I just told you about.
There's no one you could talk to maybe get around that on the other side.
I think I might be able to. Well, more like Dante would have to, but I don't know if he has sending ready.
Sending to whom?
We know who set up the defenses. He's worked with your dad.
Okay. Well,
So,
that tells me everything I need to maybe figure out a way to get back.
well, no, I mean, I'm trying to get a way back, but I need to finish a spell scroll first to give to your dad.
Yes, and how are you going to give it to him if not for teleporting back?
Well, again, we basically have the same idea. It's just I'm trying to do several different things at once right now.
I don't understand why you're going around explaining exactly what we want to do. There's a teleportation circle that's underneath the college.
Thank you, Dante. Alright, I will talk to my father sometime and see if I can't work something out.
Well, he's the one
The
that
issue is
told me
just the
about the
fact that,
security systems.
yes, because
Because it was set up by Professor Soul Shade.
and he tends to be rather paranoid when it comes to security. Not without good reason, of course, but potentially a bit excessive considering the last time that we were down there, we did trigger some of those security measures.
She's just kind of rubbing her chin, thinking. She says, Alright, I'll see if I can talk to Dad and get something worked out. Maybe I'll even get to talk to this Soul Shade character. It sounds like he's good with abjuration if he's setting up the security system.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I wasn't able to get much through your dad.
Well, if you were talking to him the way you were talking to me before Dante piped in and gave me important salient information, then I can understand why.
You're
No, more.
Pandora says, you're sounding rather passive aggressive.
She just kind of shrugs. I have a little bit in common with Ivy.
Yes, that's how talking with Proteus tends to go.
Proteus just kind of like throws up his hands and is like, This is straightforward for me.
Still neglected the information regarding the college.
I thought she knew.
I suppose that is a fair thing to assume, but actually, despite my father working there, I know very little about it.
See, now that's the kind of stuff that we should be more questioning about.
Why I don't know more about it?
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of things he didn't tell you about from the sounds of it.
Yes, but I can understand why he didn't. When he's got a loose cannons like me and Sinbad running around trying to keep us a secret from the MDRA, you kind of have to be careful what you tell us. And she points to Sinbad and says, and before you say that you're not a loose cannon, you probably would have gone around saying that your dad is part of the MDRA and that he works at a college and all that stuff when you were a kid.
I don't know. It depends on how many trading cards I would have gotten out of it.
And there you go.
I don't know. To be fair, he managed to get a fair amount of people to not believe that I could shoot fire from my tails.
Or lightning.
Yeah.
It is oh well and good that you're back now, Sabrina, but I think we should probably retire for the night.
Yes, I'm sorry for keeping you all up so long.
Yep. Time to go talk to people.
Well, I said retire for the night, implying we should go to sleep instead of talking to people.
Well, talking to Apollo before heading out might not be the best for his psyche.
I'm sure it'll
You-
be fine, Proteus.
He needs to get rest anyways. He's still not entirely recovered, and I doubt he will be before we leave. But
Well, I guess I'll see all of you in the morning then. I'm going to go work on a spell that I was trying to get into my spell book before I died.
Let me know if you need help sleeping.
I will, thank you.
Loki's gonna head off to his room.
All right. And
don't say you're retiring for the night.
everyone's gonna go to sleep, or is anyone gonna do anything special?
Time to go cast Sending on Havergale.
Sabrina's just going to work on getting exorcism into her spell book.
All right. It is pretty late though, so
All right. Well, you said she was her sleep schedule was all thrown off, so I didn't know if she needed to pull an all-nighter to get that back on track.
yeah, I'll give you the leniency of an all-nighter to get it on track.
Okay. Okay.
All right. And you said someone's using sending?
Yep. There's my Sending to Havergale.
It's me at work.
Uh, all
Those
right.
are my 25 words to Havergale. See if she responds or not.
She says, I am aware of the court of the night. They do not concern me. Come to north of the mountains. To join us.
Okay. To the north of the mountains to join us. Think I know where she is.
Right around here.
We
I'm
don't know which
I'm thinking it's
mountains.
here.
I'm
Alright.
thinking it's here.
Well, mountains versus mount.
So technically
Fair.
north.
So probably over there. Well, we'll figure that out when we want to go and visit them, because that's gonna be a journey.
Does the night pass, or is there anything else?
Yes.
All right.
I think at this point the night finally passes.
All right. Night passes. You are now.
How many hours was that?
It would be 8.
Okay. Darn, I needed one more.
All right. And we are in the fort once again in the morning. The people that were missing are now here. Do you have any objectives that you wish to conduct in the morning?
Sabrina is going to decursify herself so that she can now smell and taste food.
When you try to decursify yourself, it does not work.
Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's concerning, actually. You know what that means, right?
That I'm going to have to remake her portrait.
No. You don't have to make a self-portrait, Sabrina. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I didn't say anything.
I mean that Kleiman has the ability to essentially use curses or other modifiers of spells as a template. So he's probably getting really close to being able to force anything he wants to be mana-born.
So that means the copy of Sabrina when he made the clone was just considered as though it was just Sabrina.
Yeah, whatever modifications were made to it, it was created as if it were all the spells transferred into just its essence, which means any modifications Wolverick does to the body with Kleiman, pretty much anything is possible with what they could clone now.
It's theoretically possible that what happened is just simply that because this body existed knew it, but was made with the curses itself, it was
Yes, I
basically...
was somewhat afraid that was going to be the case. I was just hoping it wasn't. I'm never going to be able to smell again.
I would not
Unless I
say
die again.
I would not say never, but I'm sure there is some means to allow your sense of smell to return. It just, for the moment, it seems out of your reach.
I guess it's a good thing that the curse was just the smell and not something else, or potentially something worse.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I should probably talk to Apollo now.
Yep,
Yes,
you first, me last, and have fun.
Or together.
No, I don't think you want me in the room with him at the same time.
She just kind of cocks her eyebrow and says,
I
Apollo and I have a history together, and I don't think we want to be mixing those two conversations.
for once I will allow Proteus to be vague about this. But yes, I think Proteus is right.
Suffice it to say, I don't know if he will be cordial with us by the end of my conversation with him or not. I don't know where he stands, and that's why I need to talk to him, but that's also why I want to make sure that the riskiest talk we have with him happens dead last.
alright, fine. But you should at least have a mediator there when you do talk to him.
That's what
Loki would
he's
be good for
for.
that.
He points to Loki.
Yeah.
Yes,
As I was about
I
to say.
already intended to do that.
Alright. And she's going to start heading that way.
All right. You go into the room and you see the lichen rock you know as Apollo in bedridden in one of the side beds. And then he says, "Wait, they told me, Sabrina, they told me you died when
I
you were
did.
you were
I
somewhere else at the moment.
Yes. Long story short, evil necromancer forced clone of me. Now I'm stuck not being able to smell for the rest of my life.
Does this have to do with the MDRA? The Hallowed Flames are proficient in dealing with those types.
I think this is out of their pay grade. I would like to talk to them to see if they can at least get rid of this, though. Like I said, the state I'm in now is the result of a curse that was on me while when the necromancer got a hold of the material to create a clone of me. I don't know if it's just beyond my ability to cast right now, or if there's something they'd be able to do, but I'd appreciate if they could. Anyway, how are you doing? I hear you've been through quite an ordeal.
Yes, your compatriots have nursed me back to health. I was captured by some fiends. I am, though, I, though my strength isn't back fully, I think I can manage making it back to the wall so we can bring the queen to justice.
Yes, I heard about that. As much as I would like to bring her to justice, and I agree that she should be, you need to be careful about that, because I'm sure you remember what happened last time we tried.
Yes, yes, I did do. But they have narrowed it down to Zacharias being either her or a traitor of some sort.
It's Zacharias was her at the time,
Yes, and he is still around and gave a bogus story of your fates.
which concerns me because it's unlike Queen to do such a thing unless she's certain that her story is true enough or she has a contingency in place.
Well, it tells me I should not be so rash and begin throwing out accusations and carefully massage the situation into interrogating Zacharias.
That's that would be a good start. She's not stupid though. It As soon as she thinks that there's even a chance that her gig is up, she's going to be out of there.
And how would you suggest we tackle the situation?
That's what I'm trying to figure out myself. I I just got back and just found out about it, so I haven't really had time to think about it.
A spy is a spy, and if we are complacent with it, she's going to keep gathering information.
Well, you're one of the leaders there. I guess that's your choice to make. Would you rather getting her out of there and risk her escaping, or play it safe and risking her getting that information until you can be sure that you've got her in a place that she can't get away?
That is very true. She I believe you in the fact she might have a contingency for this, but we need to weed her out.
In that case, you need to have a contingency for keeping everyone safe. As we saw last time, she is not below destroying an entire town. I don't know how she would do that this time, but you need to be ready for that.
I will tell Uriel. I will before I throw out anything, I will inform Uriel that of course one of his men have been compromised and we will go from there.
All right. Do try to keep a restraint on Uriel because, as far as I've known, the Hell of Flames, their knee-jerk reaction will be to try to find this person immediately and, well, blow the whole operation. But you have worked with him more closely than I have for far longer, so like I said, you're the one that should probably make that call, not me.
Indeed. Well, I think now's a better time than any for us to start heading out. I can try to get to my feet, and we can start heading towards the gate immediately.
Are you sure? I mean, it's a rough place out there, and being tired is only going to make it easier to get even more tired.
Well, your friend Dante told me it's only a day's travel from here, and I'd rather be back with the Expedition Society than sitting in wherever you have set this up.
Right. I understand. And I'm glad you're okay, Apollo.
Thank you. I'm glad you are in good health too. You told me you had died, and I assume I've been told you've died twice, and I've.
Well, actually, I've only died once. At least at this point, I think all of us have.
How do you. How did you come back?
Well, like I said, an evil.
No, not you. You've told me that story. Sinbad and Aiden and Sigurd have as well.
Well, I can at least tell you Aiden's because Malcolm. I heard the story from Malcolm when they were fighting.
Who's Malcolm?
You haven't met him?
No,
He's the Wooloo.
I didn't see any Wooloo.
She kind of frowns a little bit and she says, "I'll I'll go see if I can find him once we're done talking." But he had a magic item that let him cast Revivify when Aiden died. They were fighting, as I understand it, the ghost of a dragon, however that works. And Aiden died during that, and afterwards Malcolm revived him. As far as Loki, he actually did die when we were at the chapel closing that portal. And afterwards, she kind of rubs her arm. We called in a favor to have him revived.
From who?
Well, I've been told it was Havergal.
Vergil, the
Yes,
ancient queen of the continent.
that's what I've been told anyway. And, well, she was a Frostlass, which checks up with my memory of the stories.
Well, there's in what I've been given research of the continent, it's conflicting. One says the queen was Krya, the other says it was Vergil. It,
Oh, well, Priya and Havergal apparently had some sort of agreement with each other. It's been a while, and like I said, I just came back from a clone, so my memory's all scrambled to some degree. But Priya was upset with Havergal because she thought she was using her blessings greedily or something to that effect.
what shocks me most about this is have this Havergal being alive.
Yes, it would mean she would be quite ancient by most standards, other than, well, perhaps a Nine Tails.
Do you know where she is?
I do not. The last place I saw her was. Sorry. The last place I saw her was actually nearby. And then she left, and I haven't seen or heard from her since.
That's something else we might need to look into.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I'm ready to head out now. If you would, I would need an escort, but I think I'm ready to go.
Alright. I'll see if I can go find Malcolm.
Hmm.
And she goes and finds Malcolm, and then she comes back a little later, and she's like, "He seems to be terrified of you."
Why?
I have no idea. I
Uh,
couldn't get it out of him.
I'm in a bed right now, so and I'm quite feeble.
I know. Uh, I haven't known Malcolm particularly long, but he is quite the character.
Yeah. Well, um, are we making any preparations before heading out, or?
I will gather everyone and see. You finish making your preparations, and we'll come get you when we're ready. All right?
Yes. Okay.
Are you just leaving Malcolm there?
Gosh.
Malcolm, where?
With Apollo.
No.
Oh, he didn't come back. He refused to come with her.
Oh.
All right. So, do we have any more preparations to do?
Well, Loki and Proteus talking to him first
Right.
off.
Okay.
Right.
All right. You guys are free to do that then.
Yeah.
It's the 4th of July, everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that, but there have been 3
Yeah.
loud explosions.
Don't worry, he's
recently.
not being shot or anything.
Yeah.
They didn't take him out back.
Yeah.
All
All right,
right.
Sabrina's going to listen in on the conversation if you guys will let her.
Given the way that Proteus tends to function, you probably won't be able to hear the conversation. You'll know we're in there, but the sound, I'm going to use zone of discretion because I want Queen hearing the conversation.
Sabrina will just give you the award.
He doesn't trust that thing.
You know, maybe I should have Grimoire look at this. So while you guys are doing that, Sabrina's just going to go to Grimoire and have her check it for any MDRA bugs.
See if it's bugged.
Full time.
Oh, Proteus, are you ready?
No.
I was about to say, I suppose that's a stupid question. But well, it's better to do this now than later.
Yep.
Before going in, Loki is going to use his channel divinity to use embassy of peace on him.
Okay. And what does
So,
that do?
Basically, it just gives him a flat +5 bonus to persuasion checks for the next 10 minutes.
Okay. Right. All right.
All right. And Proteus will walk in. He's disguised as usual.
All right. Would this be familiar to him?
No, not
All
this one.
All right.
And then once the door is closed and he's cast zone of discretion with no verbals, then he's going to drop it and take off his antlers.
There's this moment of recognition. And he says, I had a feeling you were among them.
Well, I knew that the only chance of saving your hide was going to be someone your subconscious would recognize.
Yes, I remember seeing you in a dream, maybe a nightmare. And part of me thought it was real. And I guess it was.
Suppose he needs no introduction, but Apollo, this is my cousin, Proteus. And he says cousin very sharply, as in, this is my family, so be careful.
Well, what did you wish to discuss here, Proteus? Are we actually leaving this place and going back to the wall, or are you here to get some form of revenge on me?
Well, perhaps both. I'm curious as to why you decided to go through with it.
Be specific. Through with what?
Why did you report me after putting forth even the smallest amount of information that I was monoborn.
I think this is the part where you want some grand explanation of me playing some four-dimensional chess. But it was just to get into good graces with the right connections. That's all.
Yeah, well, I suppose it seemed to work. The Hallowed Flames sure seemed to like you because of something.
Well, you're not the only person I've reported. And it was just reporting Monoborn. It was just easy. And I used that to climb the ladder.
And after your captivity, I hope you understand a little bit of how it feels to be on the receiving end of that.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
Well, the edicts do state that Monoborn should be brought to the MDRA. The fact of the matter is, the MDRA has too much power because of that. As the only location and the only place where Monoborn get their training and education, it is a place where corruption and evil have grown rampant. One of the vampires who is feeding on you happens to be a member of their board. So by throwing those Monoborn there, you have thrown many of them into a situation where they're forced to toe the line of the upper people and lose their individuality in the process.
Well, I don't think you heard me in saying what I did. It was purely selfish. I did it to just further my position in power so I can climb the ladder and towards goals I wish to have. I didn't really give a thought to what goes on the MDRA. I don't like those mages much. Probably as much as you do for what you just told me. But I have a question for you. I obviously did not make your life easy, correct?
No, I would definitely say not.
Then why did you come and save me?
More or less because you are potentially what is going to keep the Hallowed Flames from repeating history.
So you're just doing the same thing I was doing, perhaps different motives, but you're just using me as a tool to further your agenda.
Well, perhaps in some ways it's selfish, but in other ways, I'm protecting a whole lot more people than just myself. In fact, I would say I'm endangering myself even speaking to you at all.
You would have that correct. Because if my math is correct, you are still underage, and I do not think you're working with the MDRA.
No. And currently, the the MDRA is the closest it has ever been to having a negotiation with the Hallowed Flames, which is why we had to locate you. The Hallowed Flames wanted proof of our sincerity because we're trying to get everyone to work together and stop a war spurned on by Daedric Voss.
President of the Ethereum Corporation in Lumhausen.
Yeah.
I've not been made privy to all the details, but from what I've been told, it appears that he wants the animosity between the various factions here to boil over into a large crisis, wants the Hallowed Flames to begin the mage hunts of old, and wants the MDRA to begin fighting back because he can use it for his own gains.
He'll just destroy the two of them once they've weakened each other sufficiently.
Well, the
He
expedition.
might approach you even and try to give you good graces for helping him.
The Expedition Society is not involved with the long-term animosity between the mages and the clergy. Our agreement with the Hallowed Flames at the moment is we're excavating any historical relics or artifacts we can find on the ice continent, and they wish to raise areas that have been affected by that meteor. That is the agreement we have going. And they eventually want to build their way to the meteor and take that down.
And that is important due to other things that have been found out. The meteor is alive.
It's alive.
It appears to be some form of hive mind that is aware of who has been destroying it and who has been tampering with it. This crew had encounters with it twice, and I believe Proteus has proof of it.
Well, if this is true, all the more reason to go along with the clergy and eradicating the substance from our planet. But
We want
I know the mages are, from what I've been told, are obsessed with this material. So it seems you're at odds.
As far as the ether is concerned, it considers the creation of magic items to be the same thing as killing it. It severs its link from itself. So, if they want to weaken it as efficiently as possible, destroying it and having the MDRA do what they do concurrently would be a fast way of doing so.
It would require some negotiation, but if the MDRA attempts to continue doing what they are doing, the meteor will eventually consider them a threat and destroy them as well. The biggest odds would be the creation of magic items, but I believe the Hell Flames will need to see that as, well, see both the creation of magic items and the study of the ether as necessities. They may not entirely like, in fact, I know for a fact they will not like it, but regardless, that talking point will need to be negotiated and will need to be understood.
Well, that's
I hope you understand where we are as far as negotiations go and trying to help people out here stand a chance and survive against what is to come. It's your choice if you want to go and report me again and undercut that, and you might suffer some severe consequences.
Well, if I said I did, do you trust me?
I don't completely trust you, but I am going to take the risk.
And even if you did trust me, you do realize the position you've put me in now. As you know, the Hallowed Flames scrutinize and have that spell going wherever they go.
It would all depend on many different factors. I don't claim to say it will be easy necessarily, though I also understand that we might be able to parlay with the Hallowed Flames in keeping the MDRA out of the knowledge of me at the very least.
Well, where do we go from here?
Well, they will be escorting you back to the Hallowed Flame. Back to the Hallowed Flames very soon. That part, I believe, will still be happening. Once there, you should focus your efforts on capturing Queen. She is currently disguised as the Flareon known as Jameson, from what I've understood, but she may have taken on a new disguise at some point in time.
That's a bad idea.
told
Do
me-
not engage her.
I was told it was Zacharias.
That's what she was disguised as previously. Though she likely has many disguises and many contingencies.
I've discussed this with Sabrina, and I agreed with her. This is a matter that needs to be handled delicately.
Well, I don't know this Queen character extremely well, but I do know that there's something that she likely wants from you, and she is trying to force you. She's trying to goad you into striking out against her to get it.
She already got one of the seals. In fact, she has
How many
most of them.
does she have a way onto the eastern side of the continent consistently?
That would explain why she would be hanging around the gate.
Because
That's why I suspect she's doing too.
all right. Here's another thing I'll say about our negotiations so far. In speaking with the MDRA, we learned that whatever weapon she threatened the previous town with never returned to their hands.
What?
That is why I'm saying do not engage her. Do you understand how important this diplomacy is now?
Meaning she's still in possession of this bomb.
And yes, which means that's why she's goading you into striking out at her. She wants to use it to gain control of the gate or something similar. She'll either blow it up off the face of the map with you inside of it, or she's going to force you to evacuate it and pay her to use it.
Do a persuasion check.
All right, I get +5, right?
No, that's Loki. That would if he were making the persuasion check.
Oh, it only works on
Oh, it
yourself.
was-
Let me check just to be sure, but I'm 90% sure it only works on myself.
made it sound like
Yeah,
it
it
was,
says there you grant yourself.
Let's see. Wait, that's incorrect. That should be 3 less. That would be 15. Can I boost this in any capacity? I should have talked to Nick.
Yeah, I was thinking when you were going in, crap, I should have given Proteus a bardic inspiration, but it's too late now.
Yeah. Well, I do have a lot of rerolls. So we'll start with the bag of tricks. We will then move on to the session reroll, which is a 19.
Oh my
And thus we turned it from an 8 to a 1 to a 28.
The dice are feeling
Wait,
very
not 28, 26. No, 25. I can math.
25, all right. He says to you, I agree with you completely. It does not sit well with me having her spying on us, but we cannot afford a catastrophe like that to happen.
If we were not negotiating with the MDRA and the other factions, we would not have learned of how dire your situation is.
For the moment, it appears that the main thing you'll need to do is be careful what information slips down the vine.
I will have to tell Commander Uriel that we have to keep a tight lip on our plans. And it may only need to be amongst us.
That may be for the best.
I can provide a little bit of security to meetings that I'm a part of. This one included is already only we can hear this conversation.
Oh, that's something we may need.
Which in turn means that reporting Proteus would be very antithetical to your interests.
So it would seem.
But regardless, I think that is all the information that I had to give you.
For what it's worth, I am sorry.
Well, I'm going to see if something better can come out of it. And he'll say that last part in rock.
He gives kind of a impressed expression when you speak it so fluently. Well, are we still heading out today, or?
If you're ready, I think the faster we get there, the better.
All right.
May I? This has nothing to do with your current deal, but may I ask if you have to, do not compromise anything, and if they will scrutinize, then you may speak this, but I'm not quite ready to speak to Commander Uriel about my survival. As I'm sure being with the Hell Flames has told you, when we die, we are supposed to return to the flame, but I chose to break that and come back. As such, I do and will speak to Commander Uriel eventually, but I want to do it on my own terms. At the
Understood.
very least, thank you.
I will only bring up what is pertinent, as that has always been my mission here on the Ice Continent.
Thank you for that. With all that being said, then, I believe your crew, I believe it is about time for you to be moving onward, then.
Indeed. He pulls himself out of bed, and he's a little shaky still, but he gets his bearings. Where are we going? How do we get out of here?
Sinbad will be teleporting you to the chapel, from what I understand, and from there, you, along with the rest of Proteus's group, will be making your way back to the gate from the opposite side.
All right, so you plan to like teleport him inside this room?
Yes.
Okay. And if you're gathering anyone, who is going to this side? Who is going? You're going to go to the chapel, from what I understand.
Yep. I believe it is just Snow Crew.
Just Snow.
Is Lowen coming with us?
Malcolm doesn't want to go.
Will Sabrina take his place?
She actually would like to, hoping that the Hallowed Flames can remove the curse that is on her, assuming it is still a curse.
All right.
That's going to be a very awkward party composition.
All right.
We
So
got
I guess
How are we supposed to explain this?
2 wizards, a bard, and a cleric. We are all casters.
all right.
Is Lowen coming with us or not?
I think that we would want to bring Lowen with us,
yeah.
just because, again, it speaks to his credit if he was there when we negotiated the first time, and he's there when we negotiate the second time.
All right. And what would the ice crew with Malcolm be doing? Would they be heading out somewhere too?
Loki was going to actually recommend that if the ice crew is going to do something, we check out that structure that Polly managed to find, because it's clear that we're woefully well, not woefully, but we're still a little underprepared for what's happening on the east side. So potentially we might be able to find some items or stuff like that through that structure in order to better prepare ourselves.
So so in that case, with the ice crew, just teleport to the opera house and then go. I guess.
Does
Wait,
Sabrina
do
have
that
the
now.
sigil?
I think
That was
Proteus has
Proteus
that, and I don't think Sinbad
Yeah.
has that one.
Which circles are we talking about?
The one in
The opera house.
Proteus has Loomhalls and Opera House, Fort Radagast. He's about to get the chapel, and then Sinbad has the chapel and Radagast.
So I guess what you could do is like Proteus opens one where they go there. That's well, actually, no. It's they all would probably have to go to the chapel, and then Proteus goes to the opera house with who he's going with.
Well, Proteus is. Oh, this is so weird.
Okay, here's how we'll do it. Okay, Sabrina will take everyone to the opera house, and then she will take the team going to the gate to the chapel.
Okay.
Wouldn't she just cast the opera house ball?
Couldn't we just have everyone go to the chapel and Sabrina just takes the other team to the opera
Sabrina's
house?
going
but
to
that's
this
not-
one.
Yeah,
Right,
Sabrina's
she
going.
doesn't go through.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
No, I think teleport circle you kind of have to go through when you cast it.
I don't think you have to.
No, you don't have to go through.
Teleportation circle. I know it lasts for a round.
So everyone goes to the chapel, and then
Yeah.
Sabrina sends the other crew down to the opera house.
Yeah. Just
Any creature that enters instantly appears within 5 feet of the destination circle. So
we'll
Proteus could just send Sinbad there, I guess.
We'll end after we get the logistics of how you're where everyone's going to be.
All right, so assuming everything works, it sounds like we're going.
Right.
Yeah, it sounds like Sinbad is taking everyone to the chapel, and then Sabrina will just use the circle but not go through it, and bring the ice crew plus
Ice crew
Malcolm
plus
to the
Malcolm.
opera house, while the snow crew plus that motorcyclist.
Or bikers.
Well, the snow crew plus Sabrina will be going to the gate.
All right, so you have Lowen and Apollo with you. Show me what you're doing with your tokens here.
So the plan
Everyone goes there, and then
Sabrina. So 2 spell slots.
Sabrina
used.
then yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Sabrina goes there. Also, before we leave, Dante's going to use a spell slot just to get another level of exhaustion off of Apollo.
All right. Okay.
So yeah,
No-
basically, Sinbad is taking us to the chapel, and then Sabrina's taking the other guys to the opera house.
Sending, taking.
Yeah, sending, taking.
Okay. I think we're gonna pick up with left side first next time. So
Okay.
prepare those.
Oh, interesting.
Prepare with Ice minus Sabrina with Malcolm next
Right.
time, and we're gonna check out the mysterious structure that Polly dinged. All right. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, so after that, we'll see everyone next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.